The asteroid hit. The skies turned black. And just like that, the reign of the dinosaurs was over. But don't get comfortable, because the age of dinosaurs may have ended in fire. But what came next was worse. Life after dinosaurs wasn't peaceful. It wasn't quiet. It was a feeding frenzy of monstrous birds, mutated reptiles, and mammals trying to kill or outlast everything in their path. If you thought the dinosaurs were terrifying, wait until you meet what crawled out after them. Chapter 1: The End of Everything. 66 million years ago, a 10-kilometer-wide asteroid slammed into what is now Mexico. The impact triggered global wildfires, blocked out sunlight, plunged Earth into a nuclear winter, and wiped out around 75% of all life. The non-avian dinosaurs? Gone. Flying reptiles? Gone. Marine reptiles? Gone. But not everything died, and what survived adapted rapidly, violently. Amphibians, birds, small mammals, and crocodiles made it through the apocalypse. These survivors became the architects of a new world, a more desperate, more dangerous world. Chapter 2: Earth's Darkest Era, the Paleocene. In the immediate aftermath, the world entered the Paleocene epoch. It was quiet, too quiet. Ecosystems were shattered, climate was unstable, vegetation was recovering. But predators, they were already on the move. The first apex hunters to rise weren't dinosaurs. They weren't mammals either. They were birds. Massive, flightless, carnivorous birds. Chapter 3: The Bird Nightmares. Terror birds. Meet the forest racids, also known as the terror birds. Standing up to 3 meters, 10 feet tall, with beaks built like battle axes, these birds were the top predators of South America for over 50 million years. Species like Kelenken had skulls over 70 centimeters long, 28 inches, and delivered killing blows by striking downward with their beaks at bone-shattering speeds. They couldn't fly. They didn't need to. They ran prey down, and when they caught it, they used their beaks like guillotines. But terror birds weren't limited to South America. Giant predatory birds like Gastornis roamed Europe and North America too. Their powerful jaws and ambush tactics made them apex predators in recovering forests. If you were a small mammal in post-dinosaur South America, this was your boogeyman. Chapter 4: Crocodile Kings. Think the age of reptiles ended with the dinosaurs? Wrong. While marine reptiles like mosasaurs vanished, crocodilians not only survived, they thrived. Take Dinosuchus, a prehistoric crocodile that lived right at the tail end of the Cretaceous and into the early Paleocene. At 10 meters long, 33 feet, it wasn't just big, it could kill dinosaurs. Some bite marks on dinosaur fossils match its tooth pattern, and its descendants didn't get much smaller. In the Paleocene tropics, crocs ruled the rivers and swamps, ambushing anything that dared drink. Even mammals had to stay alert at riverbanks. And then came Pristichampsus, a crocodilian that may have walked on land like a wolf. Crocodile jaws with mammal speed? That's a post-apocalyptic nightmare. Chapter 5: Mammalian Monsters. Rise of the Beasts. Once dinosaurs were gone, mammals exploded into the void, but not the cute ones. We're talking Andrewsarchus, possibly the largest land mammalian carnivore ever. It had a skull over a meter long and jaws that could crush bone. Some estimates place it at 4 meters long, 13 feet, with a build like a cross between a wolf and a hippo. Then there was Mesonyx, a wolf-like predator with hooved feet and slicing carnassial teeth. These weren't your ancestors. These were your nightmares. And let's not forget entelodonts, the so-called hell pigs. Massive, omnivorous, boar-faced monstrosities with jaws wide enough to bite a head off. They fought each other with bone-breaking impacts, and likely scavenged or outright murdered smaller predators. Some even hunted early horses and rhino ancestors. Nothing was safe. Chapter 6: Sea Monsters 2.0. The oceans didn't calm down either. In the wake of mosasaurs and plesiosaurs, new terrors emerged. Sharks took over. Otodus obliques, ancestor to Megalodon, ruled the Paleocene seas. Some reached over 10 meters, 33 feet, with serrated teeth made for ripping through whales. Whales themselves were just starting to evolve, and they weren't gentle giants. Early whales like Pachycetus and Ambulocetus looked more like crocodile dog hybrids than anything we know today. Ambulocetus in particular is thought to have walked on land and hunted in water, like a mammalian version of a saltwater croc. Add to that the emergence of giant predatory fish and reptiles like Champsosaurus, and the waters were just as deadly as the land. Chapter 7: The Hyper-Predator Shift. As the Paleocene gave way to the Eocene, new super-predators evolved. Terror birds became faster, crocodilians got smarter, and mammals diversified into forms Earth had never seen. Hyaenodon rose to become a dominant carnivore. It wasn't a true dog or hyena, but something else entirely. With slicing teeth, a huge skull, and unmatched bite force, it hunted early horses, camels, and other mammals. And it wasn't alone. Marsupial predators like Thelacoleo in Australia developed bone-cracking teeth and muscular forearms. In Eurasia, early cats and dog-like forms began sharpening the tools they'd later perfect. The age of mega-mammals had begun. Chapter 8: Strangers in the Shadows. Post-dinosaur Earth wasn't just dangerous, it was weird. Herbivores like Uintatherium had 6 horns and saber teeth despite eating plants. Giant flightless birds like Gastornis may have been carnivorous despite their duck-like bills. Creatures like Paleocene, a giant monitor lizard, hunted the forests. Archaic primates leapt through trees while being stalked by unknown predators. There were creatures that didn't fit modern categories: half-hoofed, half-toothed, reptilian in posture, mammalian in brain, and many of these species vanished as quickly as they appeared. Evolution was running wild. The rules were still being written. Conclusion: a world reforged in violence. When the dinosaurs died, Earth didn't rest. It rebooted, and for millions of years, the planet was ruled not by one dominant group, but by dozens of monstrous lineages fighting for control. Birds that butchered, mammals that mauled, reptiles that refused to die. This was life after the end, and it was pure nightmare fuel. Don't forget to subscribe for more scientifically accurate prehistoric terror. To witness the next Jurassic Zoo horror, click here.